All right, recording is rolling. It's Tuesday, February 21st. I have a flip project for you guys. It's going to be a 2-day project. So we'll do half today, half tomorrow. I'm sure you guys what that's about after the rest of the stuff. You guys know you have a take-home quiz due Friday. They gave it to you guys yesterday. So you have a few days to do that. Okay. Now, after we finish the project tomorrow, we're going to take Thursday and Friday to have an SAT math practice printed out for you guys. So Thursday, Friday is actually really close to the actual time they give you to do those two sessions. It's like section 3 and 4. And so then we'll go over the answers on Monday, Tuesday, and then the actual SAT is on Wednesday, which almost everybody here is taking because they give it to all the juniors. Tomorrow, there are grade level meetings by class. So, well, here we go. Since most of you guys are 11th grade, and whatever your third period is, you have a great, I think they said it's an auditorium thing, but they'll make an announcement tomorrow, right? And then, yeah, okay, so then 12th grade, fourth period, just a few seniors. All right, okay, there you go. So let's look at the Sieve project. Or wait, let's see. Actually, let's see first what we're trying to solve with this thing. And so I have a big old bag of Griffin treasure. It just comes out here. All right, so I'm going to try not to mess with this too much right now because this can get pretty messy pretty fast. But let's see what we got. Oh, look at all this like, sandy treasure. There's all the sand. It's like little fine grained particles, but we got little tiny treasures, right? Little tiny treasures in here. We got like big old treasures. We got shiny treasures. So all different size treasures. Right? Hey, how are we going to separate the treasure from the sand? Ooh, we could use a sieve to do that. Right? You guys saw a sieve on one of the slides in the PowerPoint yesterday. Okay. So again, I don't want to mess with this a whole lot today because it's pretty messy. But tomorrow, here, I'll give you guys a scoop of this Griffin treasure, and so you guys can separate out the treasure from the sand. Okay. So I've been doing this project for a few years now. So it's been this actually does work. We're gonna just make this out of cardstock. We're gonna make a sieve out of cardstock and glue. Like I said, this works. I know from past years. So let me show you guys the model, so you guys know what we're aiming for, what we're headed for. So I've got this box, like this outside shell, right? And then okay, so it's got a bottom to it. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build this outside shell. Okay, and then we need these inside layers, these inside sieve layers. So pull this apart so you can see. This looks like. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's a layer underneath. Couldn't there be like multiple layers? Do you guys think multiple layers going all the way down? Okay. So here's the top layer. Okay. And now we're going to go with this accordion design so that when you pour in all that sandy treasure, anything that's larger than these holes is going to get trapped on this layer, right? Which there's probably not too many. Maybe those large beads. Probably that's about it. You guys think maybe large beads, right? And then everything else, all the little tiny treasures, all the sand, all the whatever, right? It's going to go through the holes. Okay. Notice I cut those holes in like the valleys. Right? We're probably not going to quite get to that stuff until tomorrow, but it's going to give you guys the full big picture of what's going on here. Okay. And ooh, look what's separating the sieve layers are these cylinders. So let's get some vertical spacing. You guys see that? Now these cylinders want to roll around, but if you glue these feet onto your sieve layers, and when you pop this in here, just like that, it will naturally lock those cylinders into place. You guys see that? It's like locking cylinders in place. So you shake this thing around. Actually, you're going to have to shake this around after you pour the sandy treasure in. Okay. Just hold these sides. You don't hear any cylinders like rattling around in there, right? Because they're locked in place by those feet. All right, so let's get another look down here. Do you guys see the next layer down has like smaller size holes? Look at that. And you guys need to use a layer beneath that with even smaller holes. Right? Now this orange model has 4 layers. We're gonna shorten this probably to 3, or I'll guide you guys through 3. If you work at a pretty fast pace and you want to do 4, you can do 4. Right? Yeah, and then every single layer will separate out some of the different size treasures, and the sand should end up pretty close to the bottom. Okay. Okay, so you guys got some cardstock on your desk? Cardstock. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is build the shell, and for that we're going to need a few half pages. So I'm going to take a couple of half pages to make hamburger bowls. You guys make a hamburger bowl. Hamburger bowl. Ooh, got a little sand on my red background. Jump that real fast. Right, hamburger. All right, now you guys do have scissors on your desk. If you want to use the scissors, you can. I'm just going to tear this. Here. All right, so there's a couple of half pages from a hamburger fold. Okay. I need a couple more of those. So let's set these to the side. Okay, take another page of cardstock, make another hamburger fold. Nice good crease right there. Four from this a couple times. This card tears really nice. That should be pretty straightforward to tear that. Although you have scissors if you want to do the scissors instead. Okay. So now I have these 4 half pages. You guys a little time to catch up to that. Looking for 4 half pages right now. You know what I do actually is we're gonna take another page of cardstock and make some more. Yeah, there's a lot of card that goes into this project. So let me do a 3rd page. Yeah, 3 cardstock pages. Now let's make it these 6 half pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6 half pages. 6 half pages.
I would rather be. He is. You're kidding. See that? That is the most.
So you guys got 6 half pages. Okay, let's say you guys getting there. Almost. All right, looks like almost everybody's got it. A couple of guys are getting real close to that. So 6 half pages. I'm gonna take one of those half pages and make a hamburger type fold so that I can get a 1/4 page out of this, which is going to become the bottom of the shell, the bottom of the outside shell of the sieve. Okay, so you guys see that looks like a 1/4 page right there, right? 1/4 page. So all I need to do is boom, 1/4 page. All right, and then the other 1/4 I'm going to set off to the side, and that will be useful later. So for this next step, I'm gonna queue up a couple of half pages and the 1/4 page. I just set them out like this, arrange them, and I folded, and for mine, you can use the scissors and cut it if you want to. So it's up to you. Okay. So just lay these out here. So when you get up to stuff where I'm at, then go ahead and lay out a couple of half pages and a 1/4 page and that arrangement right there. When I see you guys grab that, then we're ready for the next step.
Like, when you back up. Please. Like, for example, I was looking at they posted the question and what. I know it's her.
Information about my friend.
All right, so I think you guys have this, right? Okay, so we're about to glue this together pretty close to that, but we're gonna do this in an exact way. So one thing is make sure that these are all lined up parallel. Like see how if I hold this straight edge right here, this ruler, this one's crooked. So go, bing, put that in place like that. Okay, make sure that you have a straight edge, straight cut there. Okay. Another thing you're looking for is what is this distance of overlap here and here? Oh, so do this. Let's do a 3 centimeter overlap, and there's a reason for that. It's kind of fold into a box. Okay, so ooh, that's a little bit too much. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay. What might be a good idea to do is to take a pen or pencil and make a mark. Okay, so have this centered right there. There's 3 centimeters right there. Mark. Okay, so that's a. You guys see a 3 centimeter gap right there, 3 centimeters. Let me do the same thing on the other side. So line this up. Okay. Measure 3 centimeters over here. Goes right to there. Bam. Mark. Mark. Okay. Okay. So I take this quarter page out. Okay, so I got a couple marks. So I measured off a 3 centimeter margin here and a 3 centimeter margin here. You guys see 3 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Okay, you guys see that? 3 centimeters.
I didn't know the person. I didn't proper brand scissors. She said that it's like a.
Okay. Now there's some glue right here. There's some glue right here. Okay. And throw this quarter page right where the marks are. So I have that 3 centimeter gap. Make sure this is make sure this is symmetrical. So like there's about 1.5 centimeters there, about 1.5 centimeters right there. Right. Make sure this is all straight. That looks pretty good right there. All right, so that is glued down right there. Glued down.
Yes. Honestly, he surprises me every day. Yes. Right. Well, she proved it wrong. I know. Yeah. That whole thing happened.
All right, you guys got this? Right, so next thing, you guys see, there's like a rectangle you can imagine here, and actually drew it out in ink right here. You guys see it has dimensions ratio 2:1, like a 2:1. Now, so there's two little squares here. You guys see that? And each has a 1.5 cm size. So 1.5 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters. Okay. So this is 1.5 centimeters by 3 centimeters, right? You guys see that? Of course, it's 3 centimeters wide. That's what you guys just made it, right? Because, right? So we're gonna chop this in half, like right along this line right here. And I'm gonna do that all the way around. So cut this right here, 1.5 centimeters from the edge. Bam. And then just go around and do the same thing for all 4 of these. All right, so 1.5 centimeters over. Bam, got a square right there. 1.5 centimeters over. Bam, right there. 1.5 centimeters over. Bam, right there. So I just made 4 small incisions. But you could throw these up. So you could do that. Hold those up. All right, next thing. Actually, it's next up. Maybe we should have done first, huh? Doesn't really matter. Okay. So there's a whole 1.5 centimeter margin all the long way down. We're gonna fold that over. Got one of those rulers on your desk. Might be helpful. You could do what I'm doing. So just fold it over the ruler. And just like that. Okay. We're gonna do that all the way around. All 4, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's 1, 2, and flip this 180 degrees. That's right here. Here's 3. And here is number 4. Creases right there.
Maybe started out professional without even having a whole something else. Okay. Oh, it's probably a visual.
Yeah, like it has to be visual. Yeah, so there's forward and there are little parts of the you have to change like the chair. Do those. I'm not like the
Yeah.
that's a joke.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You guys have that?
Like a blueprint.
All right. Next thing. You guys remember you made those incisions like a step or two ago, right here. Okay. So I'm gonna throw down the straight edge right here and just fold right over that. So this is so now I've got the left half of my box there. It's the left side of this outside shell. Right. This is gonna become the base. And then here, fold this right side up. There's the right half of the outside shell. Nice crease right there. There you go.
What do you got?
Oh.
Boom. Just like that. Oh, okay. So I've got the left and right sides. Now I just need the front and the back. Oh, well, you guys conveniently have some half pages off to the side. So we're gonna take a couple of panels for half pages. Okay. And I'm gonna make one fold on each of these, which is I'm gonna fold about 1.5 centimeters from the bottom. You guys are seeing 1.5 centimeters is a pretty commonly used folding size on these, right? Ah, you guys see a foot? I just folded a foot on that. We're gonna do the same thing to this other half page. Fold about 1.5 centimeters. Bam, right there. So this is gonna be the front and half panels. Or the front and the back. So I'll glue that on just like that. Now there's a little overhang on the right left, that's fine. Okay, and same thing on the other side. Do one at a time here. So I need 3 strips of glue. I'm gonna throw 1 strip of glue. Throw 1 strip of glue right here. 1 strip of glue right here. So there's 2, right? And the third strip of glue, I'm gonna put it on the top of this foot right here. Like that. Like that. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have gone all the way to the end. So let me rub off a little bit of glue right there. Because there's gonna be a little bit of overhang. That's fine. Just look at that glue right there. Right. So yeah, leave a little space on the ends there. But I've got a strip of glue. Oh, whoops! Did I just pop? There you go. I got a strip of glue right there. Okay, so right. So then bend this upside down and press it down right here. Sure all the sides are parallel.
Wow.
I like it.
I like it.
What professor is this? What do you have him for?
Composition.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he grade line?
Oh, because I found.
But he has favorites?
Yeah, I think so. But.
And for whatever reason, it's gay.
But he's pretty well. I don't know. They're like really questionable.
I like him. Well, I understand when it gets confusing, when he just walks out of class and then
All right. Okay, now I'll do the same thing with this front panel. Glue on right there. It's a same 3 strips of glue. Got a strip of glue right here.
I am curious though, what was with the back?
Second strip of glue right here.
That's what I'm saying though, like why?
And the third strip of glue, just like one you just did. It's gonna go on the top of this foot right here. Remember, don't go all the way to the outside edge just there because there's gonna be a little bit of overhang. That's all right. Okay, so just the middle section.
Everybody was bonded on the fact that like, yeah.
So it's gonna fit right there. Tuck this upside down and press this down into place.
I like the wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
So then you can move on and go, so. You guys meant to catch up to that. Check in that box.
Pause this recording here for a minute. Alright, so recording is resumed. Alright, gonna walk around, look at out, look at your boxes. Your boxes are looking pretty good. Alright, so you guys up to this step here. So you guys have the outside shell. Now here's the model. Okay. So now we just need to create the inside parts. The inside parts. Remember, we're gonna do a few layers. Like I think this orange box has 4 layers. I'll walk you guys through 3, but otherwise it's gonna be the same. Okay, see? Okay, and then we also need these cylinder spacers. Okay, so we need the sub layers themselves and the cylinder spacers. But let's go ahead and make those cylinder spacers. So those cylinders. So you need 2 cylinders per layer. Since I'm going to walk you guys through 3 layers, that means we're going to need 6 cylinders. And each one of those cylinders is a hot dog, or no, it's quarter page. Oops, sorry, I think it's something else. Okay, quarter page. So every cylinder you can make from a quarter page. So we're going to need 6 of those, right? 6. Okay, so I can take another full page of cardstock, make some quarter pages out of that. That'll bring me to 4 quarter pages, like 4 cylinders. And then you might have either some quarters or a half on the side where you can make the other 2.
Right. Oh.
Quarter.
See?
Yes, it's really a project. It's kind of like a call. I mean, it's part of for me at a time.
Quarter. And so there's 4 quarters. Okay. And now off the side, I do have just this other half page, so I'll go ahead and fold this guy in half to make a couple other quarters.
Like, I put right here.
I'm not gonna be able to use this one.
Boom. Now I have 6 quarter pages. Each one of those will become a cylinder. So I'll have 6 cylinders, hence 3 sieve layers. So there's 2 ways you could roll this. You could roll this along this axis to make a long cylinder, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm actually going to roll it along this axis to create a shorter cylinder because that's what's going to fit inside the box. Okay, so here, just one more time. Okay. So there's 2 ways you could roll this into a cylinder. You can make a long cylinder or a short cylinder. I'm going to go with a short cylinder. So I'm going to roll it this way. Okay. Now you want, ideally you want all your cylinders to be uniform, like be the same size. So I did throw some spring scales on your desk. I think some spring scales. And that could be useful to wrap the paper around to get the idea of the size of your cylinder. Okay. Now, obviously you wouldn't want to glue it in place there because when the glue dries, like, how do I get the spring scale out? But that could give you a pretty good idea of like the size cylinder you're looking for. Maybe if you go about that size or slightly tighter, but about that. As long as all your cylinders are the same size, then you're good to go. But go out a little bit. Okay. So got a cylinder roll, throw a little bit of glue here on the end. Glue right there. Right.
Yeah.
And roll it the rest of the way. All right, press it down and hold this for about 20 seconds, and you should have a cylinder. Boom, cylinder right there. 1 down, 5 to go.
You wear every Tuesday. You can wear every Tuesday.
You still working?
Nice.
Somewhere.
for like gym, and I'm just like, station, for like setting for like the rest, and so we do working. And it's and it's
You told him that you're in the tournament, or was he just? Okay.
Do you like?
Yeah. It's like when I was sleeping, I stopped. Fabric bumping up on board. I like to see that. I freak out. I like punch that. I don't like I don't know what it is. I just the world is going on off. So like I don't remember fixing it. I always think it's kind of a guy. Dude. It's not like it's hard. It's for you to do so but yeah. So and the also they give you like obviously things that I make this clear like here and whatever. And they have to and so you have a yeah, I have this is a big things to me is like okay. Right. But then there's right. Usually change the right. Yeah. Right. Like they're not like yeah, but the and it's
You know how that is. I worked at a seafood place. All
that's what made them.
people were on.
That's bad.
And all it's there's level for that.
Right. It's like right. Not aware that they just kind of have this over the course of the ones and stuff.
Cylinder. Walk around the room and so you guys doing there. Alright, recording resumed. I'll get you guys started on the next step. I know we only have a few minutes left in class, but we'll start on these sub layers. You guys see this accordion shape? Great. At least we'll get the accordion shape going. So the way we're gonna make those sub layers, remember, looking for at least 3, maybe 4 sub layers for a bit ambitious. We're gonna make a hot dog fold. The hot dog fold. Put them like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying my
Wait, and I'll tear this along that hot dog fold I just made. Now I need to fold this like an accordion. The way I'm going to do that is I'm gonna keep folding in half and probably have 16 halves. So there's half, quarter, 8, and finally 16. That's what I'm looking for. Right. So then unfold that, and then I'll just crease it back and forth until I have an accordion shape. You want at least 3 of these. There's one, so do this one today, and then we'll have a pause point. It's back and forth, back and forth.
Maybe it was something that the purple, maybe.
Yeah.
You should ask them, but like, maybe you should. Or you should just-
All right, I have this accordion shape for sip layer. We're gonna want a few of those, but we're not out of time today. And so here's what we do. Got a couple minutes left here. All right, so write your name on your box. I'm gonna write up here. I'll be right here. So did you guys write your name on your box? Throw all your materials inside your box. So if you have cylinders in the box. If you have an accordion sip layer, throw that in the box. If you got some extra half or quarter pages lying around that are going to be useful tomorrow, then throw that in the box. And we'll do part 2 of this project tomorrow. We'll finish putting this stuff together. And then I'll give you guys each a cup of Griffin treasure. So you can sip out the treasure from the stand. 2